The price of oil has been gaining as the market expects an output cut from OPEC. And as usual, there will be a lot of disappointment if OPEC once again fail to produce a solid result from its 14 member states and the non-OPEC producer Russia. International oil economist Dr. Mamdouh Salameh joins me today for more oil analysis. So what are you expecting from OPEC then?
There is a good possibility, more than 60%, that the OPEC organization will agree a deal to cut production. There are two main reasons for that. The first reason is that all the members of OPEC are hurting. Their economies are very affected adversely by the continued low oil price. That's one factor. The second factor is that OPEC has to show the world that it still matters. OPEC accounts for more than 40% of the global oil production, but of recent years, particularly since 2014, it has been neglected. It has become a non-player in the global oil market. It has to prove with the prospective agreement that it still matters and it has some influence over the global oil market and the oil prices.
How do you think the markets will react if OPEC fail to agree, though?
Well, if OPEC fails to reach agreement, it means the price will continue to hover around 40 to 50, which means the adverse impact on the economies of the oil producers will be continued, and that will affect them very, very badly, something they cannot tolerate for a long period. As we have noticed, even the biggest producer of OPEC, Saudi Arabia, was forced eventually in Algiers on September to agree a production cut to bolster the oil price.
Do you think that OPEC has almost been pushed into a corner, and because expectations are so high that it almost has to do something now? I mean, it's agreed in the past, but we haven't actually seen anything tangible yet from OPEC.
You are absolutely right there. OPEC is in the corner now. It has to prove that it still matters. And of course, with the focus of the world on OPEC, whatever move they take, it will be analyzed worldwide. If they don't take any move, it means they are a non-entity now. So they will have to regain a semblance of influence and show the world that yes, they matter and they still impact on the global oil price and they still matter to the global oil market.
And what about Russia? Because obviously Russia isn't an OPEC member, but is absolutely crucial for this meeting on the 30th of November. What part do you think Russia can play? Because obviously Russia's enduring a recession right now. They're energy dependent, very much needing a deal.
Russia is playing an astute policy. Russia, as you are aware now, is the biggest producer of oil in the world. It's producing 11.2 million barrels, far ahead of Saudi Arabia and America and everybody else. Yesterday, President Putin of Russia was questioned about OPEC's meeting, and his answer was that Russia will do whatever in cooperation with OPEC to stabilize the oil price. But he never said that we will cut production. What he said that they are prepared to freeze their production at this month's level. But that is no good, because even if they freeze it, they cannot anyway increase their production further than 11.2 billion barrels. But I am sure that Russia is going to respond when they are absolutely sure that OPEC has cut production enough to absorb the glut in the market. Russia will match that cut because it is in their benefit and the benefit of their economy to have higher oil prices. Russia is suffering like other oil-producing countries.
Dr. Mamdouh Salameh, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much indeed for your analysis today on oil and indeed OPEC and the meeting that is coming up on November the 30th.